Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2023 and another part of this Newcastle series where we are into the Champions League semi-finals. We're going to take on Manchester City, and awaiting us in the final, if we can get through, will be either Chelsea or Liverpool, because it is an all-English semi-final in the Champions League. Now, sadly, since the last episode, the wheels have utterly come off the bus in the Premier League. We drew 1-1 with Burnley, despite them only having one shot on target the entire game, and that was Josh Da Silva's 83rd minute equaliser. We then drew 1-1 with Arsenal. They went 1-0 up and then missed a penalty and the chance to go 2-0 up. Isaac got one back for us to make it 1-1, and then he missed a penalty to make it 2-1. So really a mixed bag in that game, the toughest game we had left in the Premier League in this season. And then after racking up 4 expected goals and failing to score, we were then beaten 1-0 by a 91st minute first shot on target of the game by Aston Villa. Jacob Ramsey with the goal, and it means we have dropped 7 points in 3 games. And if we have a look at the Premier League, you can see we're now 5 points behind Liverpool, who have a game in hand, and it looks like the title is basically gone. So we will focus on the Champions League. Hopefully we can beat Manchester City today. If we have a look at the lineups for this one, we're putting out our strongest team. There's nothing else to do. We just have to go for it. But City really strong as always, and they've got the absolute goal machine Erling Haaland up top. So this will not be an easy match for us as we send the team out there looking for a unlikely victory, I think we have to say. But here they come. It's Manchester City on the attack. We've got a chance though here. Brahim is tackled in the box. It's not given. I just need to turn the goal replays back on. And here comes Hernandez on the attack down the left. Foden. Tackled by Willock, who's trying to come at them. Phillips there has the ball. It's sent out to João Cancelo. Into De Bruyne. And even though we're at home, De Bruyne scores to make it 1-0 to Manchester City. And things looking difficult already for us. The team just absolutely capitulating at the end of the season. That was through Lafont's legs. De Bruyne so dangerous. Haaland so dangerous. I mean, Man City are a heck of a team, and we are definitely the underdogs in this tie. And so far, we have not created a chance in this game. Free kick now for De Bruyne. Good central position, lots of distance, and Lafont does well to pour it away. And we just about clear our lines, but Phillips keeping it dangerous. Isaac there trying to recover the ball, but losing it high up the pitch. And at the moment, we are struggling, it's safe to say. Corner for De Bruyne, cleared away. Gvardiol is there and has won the ball. And now Timber trying to counter. Can we get out of defence? We do. It's Brahim. Now Timber across to Gallagher. There's more space, but that's a poor pass which John Stones happily intercepts. And now João Cancelo on the counter. Isaac's won it back, and he's back on the run against the City defence here. He beats the defenders, tries to get a shot off, but blocked. Saint-Maximin is come through to Brahim Diaz, and he does make it 1-1 against Manchester City. Everything riding on the Champions League for us here. Isaac's effort there blocked, but he did so well, creating the attack, having a shot, and then Saint-Maximin's effort blocked, but Brahim Diaz cracking that into the top corner of the net. Ederson could do nothing to stop it, and we are back on level terms. Exactly what we needed here. Can we capitalise on this? Kulusevski instead trying to bring them back into it, and Haaland denied by Lafont. Haaland almost always scores in those opportunities. A hell of a save. Brahim with a free kick. Saint-Maximin is back there, and it rippled the net, but did go high and wide, unfortunately. Still we attack. Saint-Maximin trying to put it in. Stones away. Back with Saint-Maximin, and he's fired that one over the top as well. Maybe needs to take a little bit of power out of his efforts. That would certainly be my advice at half time. But we do go in back level. I am happy with the way the team have reacted going down, given the last week has been particularly difficult in the Premier League. To bounce back from an early setback and bring it level against a team like City is a very good outcome. But if we don't take a win to the Etihad, we're looking at a really difficult return leg. And here is Brahim with the ball. He's stolen in. He pulls it back, but there's nobody there. Nobody gambled on him being able to win that ball off the City defence. And the chance goes begging. Still we have possession. Garcia to Bruno. Over the top for Brahim. He's in behind and he's taken it on early and not been able to find the back of the net. It's time to swap out the wing backs, so I think, before they get too tired and we get exposed in behind. That is less likely to happen with City. They don't quite have the pace in their attackers that we see in some of the other teams we've faced. But here's Bruno trying to slip it through the middle. It's come for Willock, and he's tackled by Teo Hernandez there. He sends it back to Ederson, who has been charged down. And it's come for Brahim. He's in, and Hernandez there just lumping that behind the goal. No grace about that as Brahim takes corner. He's causing trouble, and that's just wide from Schlotterbeck at the near post. Now, let's also take Gallagher off before he gets into any trouble. And probably, I'm not too happy with San Maximan, so maybe bring João Pedro on and see if he's got some magic in him. As we go on the attack here with Niakate down the left flank. Ball goes in. Isaac's there. It's cleared away. And Foden deals with it. Not too long left here. We've definitely been the better team since equalising, but we haven't quite made the most of this yet. I'm going to tell the team that I want a bit more from them as we come on the attack again with Eric Garcia. Now Mazraoui attacking down the right into Maddison. It's in behind, Cancelo away, but only to Niakate. It's into Isaac and it's denied, I think, by Edison's head there as it bounces wide. Now corner from Maddison. In it goes. It's cleared out to João Pedro. He goes for goal! Oh, I said I wanted a bit of magic from João Pedro, and what a bit of magic that was. Absolutely sensational. He was a punt of a substitute. Not done a lot for us since we signed him, but look at that. Control, turn, dead ball, struck it with so much power, and it flew past Ederson into the back of the net. What a way to potentially win a Champions League semi-final leg as another ball gets swung in. We've got the wind in our sails. Stones trying to take it out with a counter, and Niakate's gone in from behind there. I don't have get stuck in turned on before anybody comments. That is just an absolute red card scripted by the game, and Bruno is going to have to play out the rest of this game at left back. I'm not going to change tactic. I want City to come at us, and I want to hit them on the break and get another goal if we can, because it's going to be much tougher at the Etihad. And João Pedro nearly played through there. It's given away. João Pedro back in, and City just about launch this one away, but Garcia should deal with that. Lafont to Schlotterbeck. Oh, he's dawdled. He's been tackled, and De Bruyne punishes. That is really poor. I mean, there's going down to 10 men. Sure, maybe that takes away that one outlet that he could have passed the ball that might have been in front of him. But he should have got rid of that. Look how much time and space he had. He just absolutely dawdled. Garcia couldn't get across, and De Bruyne is too good a footballer to not punish you for that mistake. Really, really bad from Schlotterbeck there. And we are heading into 5 minutes of added time with a level scorecard. Late opportunity here. Isaac gives the ball away and City can counter. Schlotterbeck to Grealish. He's in behind. Unfortunately, he couldn't hit a cow's backside with a banjo, and that goes over the top. Garcia to Willock. Gives it away to Rodrigo. Palmer is in there, and it is denied, and we are hanging on by the skin of our teeth here. This hasn't worked out how I thought it would when we went 2-1 ahead. And this is a tense semi-final here. Pellegrini puts it in. Isaac gets it away. De Bruyne tackled by Maddison, who's trying to run down the end and then runs straight down the tunnel. 2-2, the first leg finishes. I think we were unlucky. Niakate has become an utter liability for the club. It's why he doesn't play very much. And on both fronts now, our season looking pretty nervy as we head into the business end of the season. We got a new sponsorship deal there. That's nice. But let's go and have a look now at that return leg against City and see if we can get a win. Well, we did manage to get a 2-0 win over Norwich despite another person getting sent off. Guehi for 2 yellow cards in that one. I think the second yellow card was for diving as well, which is really bad form. But Gallagher and Marlon got the goals we needed to win. Unfortunately, Liverpool also managed to win. They have dropped some points, so the gap now 6 points with 3 games to go, but it just looks very unlikely despite our good run of fixtures to the end of the season. So it all comes down to this match against Manchester City. We're going to start with Isaac up top, and then Saint-Maximin and Diaz on the wings, Bruno, Willock and Timber in midfield, Gvardiol, Schlotterbeck, Garcia, Justin and Lafont the defence. All of the players in good condition, good morale. Hopefully that will be enough to overcome this Manchester City team. They have rotated 7 players, but Erling Haaland taken out of the team and Kevin De Bruyne up top. Haaland must have got injured during the league game, and that is a game changer. That could be massive. Haaland coming out there. Just need to slow this down. I do this every time. Why do I always forget? Against the lower league teams, I do like to speed it up, but replays is the other thing we need to change, but we'll do that like this. There we go. Back to normal. Brahim out on the right flank now early on. We've got a chance and Isaac has scored just like that. Brahim put the ball in very early and Alexander Isaac gets his 40th goal of the season, and we have taken the lead at the Etihad very early in this game. 20 seconds or so on the clock as Isaac just one time hit there, smacked it past Ederson for 1-0, and that has come out of absolutely nowhere. 1-0 up against Man City early on at the Etihad. The fans would be absolutely stunned by that at the Etihad. It's quiet there anyway. You add in an early goal like that and it gets very, very quiet. Isaac now through to Saint-Maximin. That looked offside, but he's in on goal and he's hit the post there when he had absolutely no right to. It looked offside and that angle was impossible for a goal, surely. Now Gvardiol has got a knock. He needs to come off for Guehi. I don't want to risk going down to 10 men, even if it is an injury that's doing it. And here is Saint-Maximin. Bruno's got a knock as well. Bernardo, rather. And Isaac wins it, and it's fallen for Timber. And he's just dinked that one past Ederson into that far corner. His first goal for Newcastle. What a time to get it. Saint-Maximin on the attack. Played it in behind. Stones had it. And he just dawdled. Isaac was enough to put him off. And Timber was in the right place to pick up the loose ball. And it's a defensive midfielder that scores the second goal for us here at the Etihad. And Man City just look completely different without Haaland up top. Tackles flying in all over the place there in the middle. It's sent forward. Gray wins it. Still dangerous though. City and Bernardo Silva in on goal does pull one back for them. It's now 4-3 to us on aggregate. A huge battle in midfield. And despite having a knock, Cancelo able to just slot him in behind. He gets in and he sends that one past Lafont for 2-1 on the night. 4-3 on aggregate. It's all happening. We've got another knock. Willock now injured. And here's Schlotterbeck to Guehi. Ball sent out to Saint-Maximin. He's in on goal. He finds Isaac, who is denied by Ederson. But there are bodies hitting the floor left, right and centre here. But we do go in at half-time with a 2-1 advantage over Manchester City. Can we see this through? Bernardo Silva, the goal scorer, has gone off for City. Rodrigo gives it away and Brahim picks it up. He's charging through. He finds Isaac, who is denied by Ederson at the near post. Brahim is such a troublemaker. He takes the corner. It goes in. It's cleared out as far as Guehi, who is tackled by Grealish, and we get a free kick in a good area. Bruno will take it. Launches it in and Ederson pours it away again. Ederson really getting in the way of our larger goal advantage, and again he plucks it off the line. The XG would have had a nice boost from that 5-minute passage of play. Kulusevski is on for City. They don't look happy as things stand. Ruben Diaz trying to bring the ball forward. Rodrigo to Kulusevski. Ball over the top for Jack Grealish. And he has scored to make it 2-2. I did mock him in the St James's Park fixture, and he has made me eat my words here by scoring the equaliser and on the night and on aggregate. It was a first-time volley as well. Really well placed at that far post, and Lafont couldn't stop it, which means it is now 2-2 on the night. Very, very tricky, this one. They make another change. Pellegrini coming on for Bentancur. Isaac is struggling, so I think I will take him off because Marlon is a good finisher. Marlon's already got 20 goals this season despite rarely playing. De Bruyne is off for Palmer, which is nice. Not long left here. Højbjerg tackled by Phillips. Højbjerg has it, finds Brahim. Puts it across. Saint-Maximin there, can't deal with it. Comes down to Saint-Maximin, and he has scored at the near post. A sensational finish by Saint-Maximin to make it 3-2. Brahim down the right flank, swung it over. Cancelo tried to deal with it. Pellegrini tried to deal with it. Fell to Saint-Maximin, and look at that touch and finish. And Ederson, who has been so good at the near post in this game, couldn't stop that one as it squeezes through to make it 3-2 to us here at the Etihad. Can we see this out? Guehi picks up the ball at the back. Lafont launches it forward. City are going to be going all out attack at this point. Can we exploit that? It's Guehi in behind to Saint-Maximin. He's got Marlon in there, but they do win it back. Kulusevski can't keep it as Guehi is putting in a shift in that left defensive position that he doesn't love. Højbjerg has lost it, and Laporte on the attack finds Grealish. He puts it into the middle. It comes to Phillips. It's off the woodwork. And just like Saint-Maximin scored from a similar position, Man City hit the woodwork. It is a game of fine margins, and we have 5 fine minutes to go. Garcia back to Lafont. You wouldn't catch me sending headers back to the keeper. 5 minutes left in a two-legged Champions League semi-final that we're ahead in, but he is confident enough to do it. Now Pellegrini back to Ederson. Sent forward to Phillips. Justin is back there. Timber could win it, but he's lost it, and Alvarez has got through, and it is 3-3 in 87th minute. Equaliser for Man City. Phillips over the top. We got done in behind yet again. Pellegrini there split the two defenders. Alvarez got in. Lafont couldn't close down the angle with the far post, and Alvarez with the finish makes it 3-3 on the night. What is going to happen next? Obviously with away goals we would have been going through, but that does not count anymore. Into added time. Here's Brahim back to Justin. What can we do? Bruno to Højbjerg to Saint-Maximin. And he's done it! A 92nd minute winner from Saint-Maximin. A Champions League semi-final second leg for the ages. Bruno there to Højbjerg. Slotted it through, and Saint-Maximin with the touch and the finish past Ederson makes it 4-3 at the Etihad. A famous night for us if we can see out the last couple of minutes. And there it is. 4-3 we win it. Look at that back and forth. 2-0 up. They got 2 back. We go 3-0 up in the 79th minute. They equalise in the 87th minute. And we win it in the 92nd minute. What a comeback that was. So it looks like next episode will be the Champions League final. Do we know who we're playing yet? I think it's Liverpool or Chelsea in the next game. Let's see what happens. Who's going to the Champions League final to play us? And it is Chelsea. They hold on to their first leg lead to knock Liverpool out. Chelsea, who in the Premier League are currently down in 8th. That is the matchup that you want. You don't want to be taking up league leaders Liverpool. And we could be winning the Champions League final in the next episode. We've still got a chance at the Premier League. It does look unlikely, but we'll see what happens. But if you want to see that end of season finale, and potentially end of series finale, do make sure you're subscribed down below. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed that drama. But until next time, see ya.